Acting Captain's log, stardate 93567.80. With help, we have defeated Captain Kadok, the Klingon who ambushed us. We have orders to go to the Pollux system with the Renown, and rendezvous with the USS Khitomer. It was there trying to analyze spatial anomalies. Getting into the system, my first officer tells me that our orders are to move up and hail the Khitomer, and determine why they haven't been answering our long-range hails. After contacting them, we let them know the situation of us, letting them know Taggart was no longer in command, and asking what was up with their communications. Doing so, Captain Pollux had told him of our situation, how we were ambushed and Taggart being dead. We would end up getting the status report of the Khitomer. They had stated that they were scanning the anomalies in the area and had no idea they were even being hailed. They asked for help, and we were happy to do so. We were finding traces of gamma radiation, but something was off on the readings. As such, we would end up sending it off to the Renown for a proper analyzation. The Khitomer was finding the same readings and said we had to do a full multiphasic reading. Now, not being a science officer, I had no real idea how to fix this. After all, my phasers won't fix this situation, so I referred to their expertise. Heading to the next spot, I was getting the scans. My tactical officer was picking up a Transwarp signature. It dropped down right on top of us. Of all things, it was the Borg. We quickly raised shields and would engage in combat with the Borg probe.
Borg!
Thankfully and surprisingly, we had little issue with the probe. We scanned over to the Khitomer only to find it was not exactly in the best of shape, as multiple probes were attacking the Renown and our ship moved in to help. During the fight, we focused our efforts on the probes one at a time, taking them out much quicker this way. When we cleared the probes, we were hailed by the Khitomer's EMH to find out the ship had been overrun by Borg drones. Captain Pollux suggests the EMH had managed to take over simply because no one else was fit enough to do so, telling us he plans to send people over to help clear out the Borg, and wanted us to finish the scans. He would also ask us to tell him if I or the crew would have to stop. Being cadets, he felt we may not be up to the task at hand. In a normal situation, I think he would be right. However, thanks to me and Flores maintaining our composure, the rest of the crew could maintain theirs as well. We are Starfleet officers, and in a time like this, we do not have time to be afraid. No matter how afraid I was, I would tell the crew that I would do everything I could to protect them and the ship. After reassuring the crew, I would finish off the scans. During analyzation, the Borg decided to throw a few more probes at us, and we ended up finishing these ones off as well. The fight was tense, but it did go rather smoothly. That was until
Multiple Borg warp signatures.
we realized the amount of gamma radiation was somehow hiding a Borg Transwarp conduit. The moment we realized it, the Borg started to flood out with spheres. 20 or more ships flew out, and just as we thought we'd be blown out of the sky for sure, they warped out. One, however, stayed behind, more than likely thinking it could handle us, or to act as a distraction. Perhaps both. Thanks to the Renown, we were able to handle the fight. We finished off the sphere, and the Renown had hailed us, letting us know that the long-range sensors had already been picking up even more Transwarp signatures. The first group would have been more likely going off to the Viga system. I couldn't stay to defend, the Renown could. I said it would make more sense that I headed as fast as I could to the Viga system to warn them. The Vulcan captain agreed, and we would be on our way. We would quickly leave for the Viga system, while the Renown did their best to stay behind and defend the system. As we left, we would see another large force of Borg coming into the system. By this time, it was already too late. We had to leave them behind and hope they could defend themselves against such a large force.